Hello friends, and welcome to the finale of Kirby 64. This is it. We have been through all of the other stars in the game. We've got all of their crystal shards leading up to this point. This is the final main star of the game. We are back at Ripple Star. Now, quite clearly having a little bit more darkness attached to it. So we just got to get through Ripple Star and we can be on our way to the end of the game. So let's begin. Now, one thing with Ripple Star is that there's only 3 levels and a boss, just similar to that of the first world. But even more similarly, oh yeah, I need cake. I need cake. I need food. Like even more similarly to World 1, this world here, or this level, is a carbon copy of it as far as the level layout goes. It has different enemies, obviously, but the level layout is exactly the same. Same geometry and all that. And for this case, apparently, even the same thing with the crystal shards. Well, thankfully I've got my drill. It's just getting me through this level. There we go. And thank you, Maxim Tomato. Oh, can I do this? Do I have enough? Ah, not enough. That'll work. Oh, hey, there we go. Yeah, we didn't get one from the mini-boss in the first world because that particular crystal shard would have been held by mini-boss Waddle Dee. Alright, we'll just make our way through here. Yeah, the last... Oh, out there. There we go. Yeah, the last crystal shard should be hiding under the rock again, if that's right. Yes. Ooh, but I don't have the right power-up. If that is... Yeah, if it's the orange of needle, then that is bomb needle. Okay. Well, there was no needles in this half of the level, so I'll just take this bomb for next time. Excellent. Gotta keep collecting them cards. Alright, so we'll do that. Alright, gotta get a needle and then carry it for the rest of the level. Shouldn't be too hard. And there were a lot of needles around here, if I remember. Not you, though. You got your shield. I don't like that shield. At least I can take needle through this instead. Funny how that just works. Yeah, there was no bomb on this side and no needle on the other side. Oh well. At least I can carry needle through this part of the level. It does its job. Aha, not today, Sparkplug. Alright, plain and simple. We'll just get through this. I can defeat enemies even if they're not on the ground surface. Go, Needle Kirby. Alright, we'll just get through this quick. Gotcha. Nice little 3-for shot. Alright, well, we'll just use the bomb that's at the end of the level here. Nice and simple. Alright, Needle Bomb. I don't think I've used this one yet. Oh, that's cool. Gordo. Oh, we can even move ourselves around. Alright, there we go. Hey, we got the card! Who needs food? We need trading cards. Okay, well, we got that one. Alright, now on to the part of the world that's gotten a little bit more dark. This one is definitely a bit more on the spooky side. Don't get scared now. Oh, of course, starting with that hit right off the bat. Now, I am 99% certain that there was a crystal shard hiding under here. But I can't quite tell with the colors. Could that be... Okay, I'm looking at the outer ring, and I'm seeing blue and green, so that could be Cutter or Ice. But I'm looking at the inner one here, and there's red, and I want to say that's yellow. Oh, could that be Spark Fire? I don't know. I'm gonna have to come back to that level a little bit later. Well, yeah. I mean, it's not the first time I've had to go through levels multiple times. Okay, well, I don't think Gordo's gonna do me any good for most of this. Cutter should be a little bit more practical, I think. Get me through a lot of the catacombs here. Just cut all the things down. Oh. Try not to get hit too much. Oh. Oh, hey, DDD. It's almost like all my partners are helping me through the last little bit here. I don't get to ride with DDD. Oh, look at that. He's being so nice. Clearing out the way for his buddy. His buddy slash eternal nemesis. As long as we're on this journey, he has to fulfill his obligation to be a friend. Okay, I don't need that Maxim tomato up there, thankfully. If I remember, there is a... Oh. There is a crystal shard in this section, or at least... Oh, jeez, you blow up? Yeah, blow up, thanks. There's a... Yeah, if I remember right, it's over this way? Yes! There we go, I saw that shine. There we go, I am remembering a few things. Okay, alright, we're doing okay. Still that one at the start that I'm gonna have to guess, but for now, we got this. Oh, there we go. Don't want to get lost in these catacombs here. And, oh, here's Adeline's contribution. Run! Oh, shard. Oh, are you... Oh! Oh! I was just taking Cutter to be practical. I didn't actually realize that was going to be the case. That's a pretty good coincidence on that one. Well, here we go. Now I think this brings us into the next level. Thematically, this brings us up here. But one little picnic break, and another trading card! Excellent! Alright, now I do remember this one. It's like a enemy gauntlet or boss rush type of gauntlet. Kind of a staple for other Kirby games. But I am gonna just quickly try to figure this one out here. This one was a, it was either Cutter Ice or Spark Fire. And, okay, I can't really do that one. Because the center was, the red and the yellow, I am going to try this one that makes no sense. Spark Fire underwater. Because if you remember, create a bunch of static electricity and just Kirby starts running like a mad lad. Now, of course, I can, it was! This makes no sense! Oh yeah, I didn't even need the food either. Well, there we go. That puzzle was easily solved thanks to color. Now, let's get started with this one. Yes, very hectic music for this one. Now, I am going to try to do something with this level. One, I'm going to set up something because I'm fairly certain I remember what I need to do for one of the crystal shards in this level. That's not going to work. Not easily, anyways. Oh, I'm just going to hope and pray. Yeah. Okay, so before I do more stuff here, I'm just going to say, in this game, to get the full 100% completion, I do need to collect every crystal shard. But there is something for not collecting all crystal shards. I'm going to leave this crystal shard here. I wanted to collect every other shard just to leave an easy one behind. But I am going to leave this crystal shard here. I'm going to continue on, try to collect the other 2 in the level, and continue on from there until we hit an ending of the game. And I say an ending for a reason. So we'll just keep moving along here. Hopefully I remember this correctly. It's Cutter. I am looking for specific power. That one. Because, if memory is serving me right, there is one last dual power-up related hidden crystal shard here. And if memory serves me right, it is Fire Needle in the form of archery. So why don't we just get this and figure it out. Oh, right on the dot. Bullseye! I did remember this one. Okay, well, I've done my due diligence with that, so... let's get something a little bit more suited to taking down opponents. Practice my ways of the Force. Moving along. At least they give us a lot of food going through this. I appreciate that. Alright, next round. Oops. Aha! Triple knockout. At least... oh, I'm on. All enemies must die. There we go. I took way more health on that than I wanted. Alright, we'll just take the upper route. Why not? This is really neat, though. Just being able to go through this castle here. Like, you can tell, like, everything to do with this world is connected. Like, you go through what's still okay with the world. Like, the darkness hasn't completely overtaken everything. Which I do think it should have for a little bit. But either way. Alright, there's an easy shot. There we go. So I've got that one at the beginning, and that's fine with me. But now we're here at the conclusion, shall we say, of the level. The dark orb that is possessing the world. And we just have one last little picnic underneath the darkness. But at least I got one last trading card. Okay, so again, I am going to leave this one crystal shard uncollected, and we are going to continue on to the final boss here. Now, something I love about this boss, and it's another thing that I like about a lot of music and gaming too. And for anyone who has watched my Yu-Gi-Oh! Sacred Cards playthrough, I did have a section in it where I talked about this concept that I really like. And this is another time where this is relevant. So I'm gonna bring this up here. So one thing I like about a lot of music, if it's like really intense and, you know, lets you like immerse yourself in what you're doing, and it's so surrounding to you that it shuts off it shuts all your surroundings off, but more so to the point, it like internally, like it's almost like it controls you in a sense. Like a really good song that like you feel your heart beating to it, you feel you're breathing to the song. Like, it's just so intense, but you're so laser focused at it that it shuts off all extra thoughts. It shuts off all your extra emotions. It shuts off basically everything to the point where the only thing you're focusing on is what is immediately in front of you. And that's what I find that this song does for this boss song. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to stay silent for my first big attempt at this boss here. I'm going to just have the music going. I want you to see if you can follow along with my little thought process here with the music. Does it immerse you enough that it's like you feel your heart beating to it, you feel your breathing to it? I'm going to let the music speak for itself, so I'm just going to be completely silent. As to how you beat this boss, I'm sure you're going to see me figure it out pretty quick, so I'm just going to shut up, and we're just going to have ourselves a really intense boss fight. And I'll talk more after. Let's go. Oh, okay. So, yeah. What did you think of my little thought there when it came to the music? Did you actually feel like you were getting into it? You know, like the darkness was taking you and controlling your thoughts as you were listening to the music? Or do you think it was just a weird thought that is only kind of involved with me? I don't know. Let me know what you think. It was just kind of a fun thing. I wanted to see what would happen. Now, I didn't realize I was so low a health there, so I was doing pretty good until I took those hits. But again, the entire purpose of this fight is we have to use the boss's elemental attacks of its attack patterns against it, and that's the only thing that can affect it. We can't just use any random projectile. So, I seem to be doing pretty good on that first one. I got my rhythm. I'm going to keep focusing here for a little bit, because I definitely need it. Like so. Get a little damage here on these forms anyway. Alright. Nemo, which way? Good. Almost. Oh, good. If we keep getting Spark... Oh, well, I'm going to keep taking damage. Aha! Oh, so close. Okay, one more hit. As you can tell, each form has its own health. So, if you take out a form, you also take out it appearing for the rest of the fight. Now, another thing you can do as well, if you really wanted to, because oh, of course, it is impractical, but you can do it. You can get power-ups from those power-up elementals here, and you can use those to also damage the boss. But those power-ups will not work on other forms, so you have to keep like taking more damage. Those lives are going to be very needed for what's about to happen. I gotta get really good at this boss. Okay, I am gonna focus, but again, you can take the power-ups, but they're impractical for other forms. So, do as you will, but you gotta be... Oh, taking on ice? Oh my goodness me. Alright, let's try again. That is... Yeah. And of course, until we know what the form is, we can't do anything. Yeah, and I guess the elemental crystals also work too, so if you need to, you can work with that. We'll go here. We'll just take the one. Maybe two? Yes, we got two! I gotta get much better at this. Now, you know what? Just take me out. I need more health for this. I'm gonna get this. I know I can. I will get this. Just try to focus here a little bit. Going horizontal. Yeah, if you think about it, you're really facing like 7 or 8 different mini-bosses at once, and it just cycles as to which one you're going to take. Alright, good hit. Alright, ice down. Alright, this should be fire down. Alright, 2 down. Needle again. It's 2 of 3. Alright. Let's go, Spark. Oh, of course. Alright, we got one. That's a start. I almost want to hope that one's last, and then I can just absorb the Spark power-ups and actually, like, just continuously damage. Alright, 3 down. Alright, this one gives me a little trouble. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Alright, good hit. I think the double up doesn't really do much. Might have to get good at doing jump powers. Alright. Cutter's easy to cycle. That's 2. Not bad. I am currently winning the pace. Don't push me away. Oh, snap. That actually worked. I can't believe how that worked. Alright, that's Cutter out. Back to Spark. Two. That's Spark down, so now we've got Black Orb here. Split. And that's it! Excellent! We have taken care of Miracle Matter. That is the actual name of the boss. And we have achieved an ending of the game! Here we go! So here we go. We've collected as much of the crystal as we could. Its light has taken all of the darkness away from the planet. Or the star in this case. Never get it correct. And the darkness flees, and we have saved the fairies! Joy and happy days! And everyone's fine despite all of the bedlam. So, now that our job has been accomplished, it's time for everyone to leave. Friends forever. And DDD's even sad. Oh, he even enjoyed the adventure. Well, there we go. Our heroes are now flying away back to Popstar. A job well done. Or is it? Alright, I think... Can I skip the credits? I don't think... Yes, I can! Okay, excellent. I might as well save the credits for the actual ending of the game. So there we go, 99%. So, I do want to talk about this a little bit as well. So, the concept of getting 100% in a game. I have been introduced to that concept when I was a kid, back in the early N64 era. But the concept of needing 100% to actually finish the game, that pretty much started with this game. Like, and I know that I had the Super Nintendo in this timeline of mine. Super Nintendo, N64, I was still early enough for gaming, I was just learning all the concepts. But I know that I had Donkey Kong Country games at the time, but getting everything in the game as a 100% was still a very foreign concept to me. Especially so, getting 100% of something to achieve a true ending in a game. That really started with this. And you wouldn't imagine how shocked I was to understand that there was more to this game. Like, I thought that Ripple Star was always going to be, you know, shrouded in darkness. Like, that's how it was. Like, that's the level. And you eliminate the darkness by beating the game. But then when I learned what it was when you got everything, in this case, I can really get everything. I lost all my lives, darn it. I can really get all the crystal shards now because the easiest crystal shard is right here. Oops. So we'll just quickly take care of the quick enemy onslaught. I'm not going to need power-ups here. Oh yes, I have to spit you out because you're next. Because we got this! And we even got a nice little shine. There we go. Now with that, we officially have every crystal shard in the game, 100%. And now the game even says, get back to this, get back to this. So now we've got another fight with Miracle Matter. I've got my warm-up, here we go again. And yes, I am going to do this on screen. I've already suffered enough doing this. We're gonna get through this. Oh, that was close. If I could turn. We're gonna get through this again. Yeah, go ahead, push me back. Yeah, that rock one is really difficult to deal with. Oh, get over here. Yes. That's one. That's two. Almost. Okay, cutter's an easy. Oops. Ooh. Aha! Ooh, nice. So cutter can take care of the opposition. Ooh, that was... threaded that one nicely. Oh, so close. Okay. And a 1, and a 2, and a down goes you. 1, and a 2. And a down goes you. Alright, here we go with Spark again. There's the start. I just need... ah, darn. I got too impatient there. I almost took another hit there, too. Oh my goodness. I'm not losing my lead. Alright, I'll play it safe. Take one more attempt. Oh, we haven't had fire yet. This will be a first. Oh, no! Me! Stop being an idiot! Alright, we got fire and rock and black blob and this. 1, 2... ouch! Oh no, I'm gonna lose again! That was close, I almost jumped into that one too. Alright, gotta focus. Alright, that one's out. Fire, where are you? Alright. This'll work. This'll work. Alright, that one's gone. Now I just gotta deal with one more attempt at this. Get out of here. There we go. Miracle Matter has been defeated for real. And I'll take the Maximum Tomato, thank you. Now, here's what's different. Different tune even, too. But the crystal's light has now taken all of the darkness off the planet. For good. And everything's good. But the crystal shard says, there's more I've got to take care of. And even all of this darkness inhabiting the Fairy Queen, as we were hinted at in the bad ending, was so much that it even forms its own entity, the Dark Star, threatening to envelop everything once again. But Kirby, with cellular technology, has the answer. And here we have the Warp Star. Yes, we can't leave without this. Alright, now our heroes go to the final world of the game. The Dark Star. Alright, now, we just gotta get through the Dark Star here. There's not a whole lot. I don't even think there's any power-ups. I think we're just literally, like, going through the, like, insides of the Dark Star. Oh, thanks, Waldy. Alright, and now we get painted this. Thank you. And DDD, send us off to the boss. 0-2. Quite the face, too. But with the power of Ribbon and the crystals, there we go. We will get through this. Okay, so the whole gimmick with this boss. 0-2 here is going to keep firing at us. We have to fire crystal bullets into its eye until it gets stunned. When that happens... once it happens... There. So we stun 02 long enough to go up here and fire at the halo. If we can make it disappear, the weak spot gets triggered. And we just have to keep firing as fast as we can. This will take a while. Maybe like 3 full cycles after this, too. It's pretty good damage, not gonna lie. I actually... Wow, that was a lot more damage. Maybe I'm just good at taking care of this. Here we go. Like, this is it. We're taking care of the boss of the darkness. We will save everyone. It is Kirby's duty. And no, I'm not getting hit just to make it tense. I really am a glutton for punishment in these games. Alright, there we go. I might be able to do it this hit, too. Hang on. Just going around those green spots will hurt. And... that's it! We have won! 02 has been taken care of. The darkness, no longer able to sustain itself, is destroyed. There we go. All the stars are saved. Kirby has succeeded. And here we go. Going back to my illusions of Star Wars earlier, everyone's getting their little rewards for being the heroes that have saved the realm of the fairies. And even Ribbon giving Kirby a little kiss. Oh, she is so cute. And there we go. That is Kirby 64, 100%. Oh, that was a lot of fun going through this. It's always a joy going through this game. Like I said, I played this a lot when I was younger, but to go through this game again all these years later, just an absolute blast. Like, and I don't care that the game itself was easier for all my experiences throughout the game now. This game here is just a lot of fun to go through. It's nice and simple. It does have to make you think at times for getting all of the shards throughout the game. So I'm just really glad this was a lot of fun. And I know I had points throughout the game where I was like genuinely surprised and shocked at how some of the things were. Especially so the that one crystal shard in the volcano level. I still can't believe that worked. At the time I'm saying this, I still don't know if it was just having an ice power-up or it was specifically ice fire. I know future me will have taken care of that question, no worries. But, like, just, this game was a blast from start to finish. This game was just an absolute treat to have gone through again. And I hope that you got enjoyment out of this game as well. Like, I know this was only the second Kirby game that I have played on this channel. Now, my tenure with Kirby didn't go too much further after this. I kind of fell out of platformers, more so. Like, Kirby games are fun, don't get me wrong. Kirby games are still fun. But not really playing too many Kirby games past, like, the Wii era and stuff like that. But I always have a special spot for the early Kirby games. And, oh, hey, look, everyone's looking forward, as if to say thank you. There we go, 100%. And even more so. We have all of the cards to look at. I wonder if I got any good ones. And another thing, too, I'm probably going to do this as a bit of a bonus episode. There is a boss battle gauntlet that we can go through from Wispy Woods all the way to 02. Like, on one life bar, can you do it? Given how I was struggling with a lot of bosses, I'm probably not going to be doing this one on air. I think I'm just going to be like, hey, I'm going to do some attempts and see what happens, and maybe you'll enjoy the tense situations they're in. Because I know every boss is beatable without power-ups. It's a matter of, can I defeat all 6 groups of bosses plus the final boss on 1 life bar. We'd have to see how that goes, but I'm not doing it on this finale episode. This one's just, the boss battle is just going to be a struggle. This is a celebration. Now, let's just have one last glance at our enemy info. We did get some bosses! Nice! So we got Acro the Whale and Magman, the Magma boss. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I guess we don't get any, like, special reward. Maybe you do get it for some, like, super rare ones. What else do we got? We got Canny the Crab. We got Bivolt. We got Sir Kibble. We got Squibby. That's a funny one. We got Burnus. We got Ghost Knight. We got Rockin'. We got Cha-Cha. We got Bumber. Not Bumper, but Bumber. Emp. Must be Emperor Penguin. Yariko. Kiki. So I'm going to assume that's like Kiki for a witch. Pupa. And that's it. So all throughout that playthrough, that's how many cards I obtained. And for that, now I must say farewell to the playthrough. It has been an absolute blast, but I have achieved my goal, I've achieved the ending, and now it is time to move on to another adventure. I will say, before I sign off here, that if you are interested in leaving any thoughts or input as to games to be played in the future, I would like you to check out my community tab. I have a bunch of polls going up there at the time of recording this. Bunch of different, you know, like, do you want to see these types of games, or do you want to see shorter games, longer games? A bunch of different varieties of things. There's multiple polls, so you can leave multiple inputs. If you would like to leave a vote, that would be very much appreciated. It does help direct me as to what games people want to see me play next, so it's always appreciated. But with that, I've rambled on long enough, so now it is time for me to say my farewells. So if you did enjoy this playthrough from beginning to end, thank you very much, and I hope to see you on the next playthrough, whatever it is. So until then, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. Take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful day.